In a world of desperation or confusion in the seeking of freedom comes legislators, judges, politicians, scientists, doctors, and many others proposing solutions, with thousands hacking at the branches of evil, yet only few we see striking at the roots, as in the words of abolitionist Henry David Thoreau. Yet if we look more toward the abolitionists, whose purpose was to end slavery, seen as radicals at the time, they opposed what the vast majority of people today still actively partake in, often unaware of it. Even those who profess to love freedom, morals, and voluntary interaction also partake in it. We plan to utterly and completely unravel the ignorance of the population and show them what has long been destined for their own freedom, which they themselves have veiled under the illusion of the current man-made systems that they were born into. In the words of William Lloyd Garrison, the founder of the Liberator newspaper originally in the 19th century, quote, "I will be as harsh as truth and uncompromising as justice. I am in earnest. I will not equivocate. I will not excuse. I will not retreat a single inch, and I will be heard." My name is Corey Edmund Angelot. I'm the main editor of The Liberator 2 alongside my friend William H. Douglas. We are abolitionists, true to the abolitionism of the past. The Liberator 2 is an online and in-person, totally free and educational project for helping the people of the world today understand their own enslavement, primarily from a timeless and universal historical, psychological, medicinal, and philosophical point of view. We see the world's peoples as equals among us. As the Liberator motto states, "Our country is the world, our countrymen are all mankind." The original Liberator was set out to abolish slavery in the overt form known as chattel slavery. The goal of our online and in-person newspaper today is to abolish slavery in the form affecting most of the world's people we may deem to call, in the words of lawyer and abolitionist Lysander Spooner, as political slavery, or the government, the state. We contend to prove that all government is slavery backed by the most dangerous form of slavery, mental slavery, through the belief system known as statism. And if government were voluntary or based in true freedom, it would not be government. We also contend to prove that political actions that legitimize government or the state can never provide true freedom or the world that most people would prefer upon enough inquiry. Among this goal is to prove that education of self-ownership is the only real path toward freedom, and that self-government or nature in God's government is the complete antithesis of external or man-made government. Among the abolitionists who understood this was William Lloyd Garrison, Lysander Spooner, Aidan Ballou, Henry Clark Wright, Ezra Heywood, Josiah Warren, Charles Lane, Henry David Thoreau, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Jeremiah Hacker, William Batchelder Greene, Stephen Pearl Andrews, and the later great writer Leo Tolstoy, among many others who picked up on the abolitionists, including Benjamin Tucker. As even Frederick Douglass, a former slave and abolitionist, stated, quote, "To make a contented slave, you must make a thoughtless one. It is necessary to darken his moral and mental vision, and as far as possible, to annihilate his power of reason. He must be able to detect no inconsistencies in slavery. The man that takes his earnings must be able to convince him that he has a perfect right to do so. It must not depend upon mere force. The slave must know no higher law than his master's will. The whole relationship must not only demonstrate to his mind its necessity, but its absolute rightfulness." Upon this realization, one problem of great notice in the world is taxation, the theft of the fruits of someone's labor. While this is not the only example, we urge the audience to ask themselves, if 100% of the taking of the fruits of someone's labor is slavery, at what percentage is it not slavery? Is violence justified for somebody voluntarily choosing not to give their own hard-worked money? Through our content, let us show you not only the moral implications of such examples, but also the economic and societal implications, to dismiss the fear of freedom that has been instilled in the populace to keep them content with their own lack of freedom. We encourage you also check out the End of Slavery Summit, featuring over 50 speakers and hundreds of resources, a totally free online event. Whether you are a reader or a writer, share your thoughts with us. We too have had to free our own minds, a process which may not be so easy. As we come to help in the mental liberation of ourselves and others, the actions of abolitionism will naturally follow suit. The few cannot control an enlightened mass, but let us show you that education is the requirement, not politics. No one person gets to decide how the free world operates, as that would be slavery. Therefore, expect not of any one person to explain how the world would work without slavery. Our means are clear and defined, so that the ends will follow suit as they may best be. The same arguments against abolishing slavery are the same made against abolishing government. This is no coincidence. Never suppress your conscience, never excuse wrongdoing. Truth is authority. In the Liberator 2, anyone can contribute, share, and even print. If you write an article, we will turn it into a video for you and even promote you. Real freedom will come from us all partaking in the actual work involved for it, not some temporary rituals with faith created by other men long ago. I am glad to partake in this effort along the well-researched and beautiful writer William Douglas. These are the goals of our project, but may you correspond this with our intentions, thereof part 2 in our next edition next week. Thank you very much for watching. This is Corey at Ninjalot. Check out theliberator.us if you haven't already. Get involved with this project. I have many videos on every single site page that you can explore. What is slavery? What is abolitionism? How do I send an article? How do I send content? How could it be turned into a video? I'll do it for you for free. I'll market it everywhere and send it across every platform. We can make a huge impact. You can network, you can share your servers, you can share your truth music. We can do it all, and this is the platform to do it. I don't see any other platform like this, so take the advantage now, because there's a whole world out there of people who do not have this knowledge, and this knowledge can truly free people if they have it. Thank you very much for watching.